20 funny WWE fan moments. Let's watch.
Okay, it's wrong to laugh at this, but my goodness, is it funny. Okay, so
Did he
on
have
Raw
silver
2013, Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley were meeting in the ring to sign a contract for their match. During his entrance, Lesnar gave high fives to the fans and even gave his cowboy hat to a baby in the crowd, only to then take the hat back. Am I going to hell for laughing at this? The funniest part is that when a WWE wrestler is actually trying to give a cool gift, the fans don't seem to want it. During her entrance, Natalya paid tribute to her uncle, Bret Hart, and was looking for a fan to give her glasses to. WWE fans love Cody Rhodes, not just because he's a great wrestler, or because he delivers the most captivating speeches on the mic, or the fact he has the best theme song. Fans like Cody because he's a wonderful human being who goes out of his way to make sure everyone has a great time at WWE shows. A second grade teacher was attending a WWE event and asked Cody for a favor.
Cody, I'm a teacher. Tell my students to do their homework. Do your homework. All right.
This guy's lucky to have the nice Cody Rhodes. Other fans have had to deal with jerk Rhodes. While he was in Ring of Honor, Cody Rhodes was wrestling a match at the historic Hammerstein Ballroom. A fan offered Cody a beverage before he started wrestling, and Cody did this.
That he's going to want to wrestle in front of his crowd. He just tastes like a beer.
However, Rhodes did something much worse to this next fan. After going at it for a bit, Cody got out of the ring. Some fans were heckling Rhodes, so he decided to shut them down.
Make the match their own.
Sometimes, WWE fans are so funny that they actually make wrestlers break character, like what this fan said to Dominic Mysterio.
Dom, I know you're bricked up! I know you're bricked up! I'd be bricked up too!
Oh my
Usually,
God,
it was the New
bro,
Day throwing
shut
pancakes to the fans, but on one episode of SmackDown, the roles were reversed. A fan in the crowd grabbed one of the New Day's pancakes and threw it into Big E's face.
Oh,
he
wow.
seemed to be actually impressed and gave the fan the box of Bootios. WWE fans are not the easiest going people
Here,
in the
take
world.
these
If there's
Bootios.
something they don't like, they let WWE know. In the mid-2010s,
Take my
WWE was trying to
Bootios.
make Roman Reigns a fan favorite, but the fans did not like him one bit.
That lady is like, I don't
However,
think so.
WWE
I
doesn't
love him.
care. A reaction is still a reaction.
She don't want to say
With
it.
this in mind, a fan came up with a genius way of making his message clear. For years, one of the most hated female wrestlers was Eva Marie. She eventually got sent to NXT, where one fan did something no one had ever done. In the main event of NXT, Eva Marie took on Bayley for the NXT Women's Championship. Rather than boo or start chanting, a fan in the front row decided to read a book. Chris Jericho's best in the world at what I have no idea, to be exact. The fan kept reading throughout the entire match until Bayley had won. Plot twist, the guy was actually a huge fan of Eva Marie and just really hated Bayley. In 2006, Randy Orton was in hostile territory when he wrestled at ECW One Night Stand. The fans booed Orton, and it looked like the Viper was enjoying the hate. Randy's attitude changed though when a kid in the audience punched him in the arm. What made it funny was that the kid barely reacted and just kept chewing his gum. You could tell Randy Orton was mad, but knew he couldn't lay a finger on a child. Not long after his return to WWE, Goldberg was making his way to the ring to say a few things. One fan was really excited to see the wrestling legend and ripped off his shirt as Goldberg made his entrance. You just know that guy planned on doing that before he even got to the show. For those of you who don't know Don Callis, he's a wrestling manager in AEW. Now listen to what this fan said to Callis and see if you had the same thought when you first saw him.
I think I just saw something I never thought I'd see.
You look like a hot dog!
During one of Enzo Amore
Glizzy head ass boy.
Amore's signature promos, a fan saw an opportunity for some fun
Oh,
and took
no.
it. The certified G threw off his wig, which was caught by
I
a
know,
man
it's
standing
crazy.
nearby. The guy threw the wig on and played it up for the camera a little bit. You would never see this in WWE, but it is really funny. Leo Rush was wrestling a match, and at one point, he took off his opponent's armband and put it around his head. A fan had a good comeback, but Leo Rush had an even better one.
Subtle.
Bad guy wrestlers tend to call fans some pretty mean names, but one fan actually got even and had the last laugh.
Hey, Grayson! You called me fat boy in Green Bay, you fuck!
Randy Orton is such a pro, he can say hi to fans while kicking butt. While wrestling Rusev, Randy was on the outside when a fan said hello. In 2016, Braun Strowman was on a rampage in WWE. One of his victims was Sin Cara, and while the luchador was getting the snot kicked out of him, at least one fan was having some fun. In the back row, a WWE fan had some kind of dab attack going on, which is the most 2016 thing ever. It's not uncommon for wrestlers to throw their shirts or other merchandise into the crowd. Fans love this, or at least most fans do. Before a match against CM Punk on Raw, John Cena threw his shirt into the crowd like normal, only to have it thrown right back at him. Cena threw it back into the crowd, and the fans once again threw it back at him. What makes this so crazy is that ring-worn John Cena shirts can be sold for thousands of dollars, yet the fans still threw the shirt back into the ring. But, as the Joker would say,
you don't like money? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all, okay.
It's not about money.
Yes, it is.
Sending a message.
POV, you just asked MJF for a picture.
I want money.
For years now, Roman Reigns has been demanding that everyone
Acknowledge me! Acknowledge me! Acknowledge
I remember that show.
However,
He
one
was
fan
getting so
somehow managed to put the
frustrated.
tribal chief in his place by simply saying,
Yeah.
You need a group full of strangers to acknowledge your little bitch ass?
what makes this even funnier is that the guys in the production truck
See the
used
look
the
on his
audio
face.
right after the curse words were said. Fans still have to be careful with what they say to wrestlers though, because it can completely backfire. During a WWE show in the 90s, Shawn Michaels was getting back into the ring when this happened.
It depends where I'm standing on my wallet. I'm 10 foot tall. Suck it!
During one of his entrances after becoming a bad guy, Maven spotted a fan taking pictures. The 3-time hardcore champion decided to get a picture of the best looking person in the room and then tossed the camera back. Once Daniel Bryan became the WWE champion in 2018, he began a big environment campaign. This led to Bryan lashing out at fans and shaming them for being wasteful. Unfortunately for Daniel Bryan, it was the fans who got the last laugh. While walking to the ring, a ringside fan held up a sign that said, "Yes, this sign wasted paper." That's pretty good, but one of my personal favorite fan signs is "We put the M in stupid." While wrestling at a non-televised WWE show, Rhea Ripley was having fun with fans and giving out high fives. One fan probably had a bit too much to drink and accidentally spilled his beverage onto Ripley's chest. This guy probably shouldn't be a waiter. Speaking of too much to drink, I think this referee may have been a little out of it too. During an episode of Monday Night Nitro, Kevin Nash was in a gauntlet match. He started dishing out jackknife powerbombs, and despite Nash not covering his opponents, the referee counted the pin anyway. However, while this is going on, two fans were putting on their own show. One fan in the back row lifted up his friend and put him in the torture rack. A security guard made them stop, but it was still a funny moment. Now, what wasn't funny was what this fan did to Natalia. To see what happened,
John Cena throw his shirt in the crowd. It's being tucked in my purse and I already have the eBay listing. You stupid as hell. Like, what's wrong with you? All right, but whatever. That's gonna do it for this reaction. Make sure y'all leave some likes and comments down below. And I will see you on the next one. Toodles.